10 Wonderkids Lionel Messi predicted would become stars in 2016, and how they are doing now, 6 years later. Although current PSG striker Lionel Messi, a former Barcelona player, has already attained superstar status, he tried to select 10 Wonderkids in 2016 who could follow in his footsteps. Lionel Messi is a seasoned professional in the game of football. The Argentine superstar, who set a record by winning the prized Ballon d'Or award 7 times, is largely regarded as one of, if not the greatest player of his era. The 36-year lengthy-old's record of individual accomplishments, though, is dwarfed by the number of trophies he has brought home with Barcelona and, more recently, Paris Saint-Germain throughout the course of his remarkable career. In addition to being a superstar on the field, Messi also considers himself to be somewhat of a talent scout off it. How have the 10 Wonderkids fared in the 6 years since the forward predicted they will become the best in 2016? Mirror Football investigates. Diego Boschilia. At the U20 World Cup in 2015, Boschilia created waves for Brazil's youth team, but due to injuries that devastated him as a young player, his early promise did not materialize into a successful professional career. Soon after, Monaco paid €7 million, £6 million, to sign Boschilia due to his untapped potential. The offensive midfielder made an immediate impact, scoring 8 goals in just 15 games to lead the Ligue 1 team to the French Championship in 2017. After the celebration, Boschilia experienced a significant cruciate ligament injury, which has since left him struggling to recuperate. Boschilia, who is now 26 years old, continued to play but only made 10 more appearances over the course of 2 years before Monaco released him in 2020. The former São Paulo player has returned to Brazil and is registered with Internacional. Dolberg Casper. When it came to Messi's forecasts, it appeared that his assessment of Dolberg had the highest likelihood of being accurate. Dolberg had a sensational debut season with Ajax, scoring 23 goals in just 43 games, not long after Messi said he would rule the world. Hopes were high for Dolberg after graduating from the prestigious academy of the Dutch Giants, but with time, the Danish forward was no longer needed in Amsterdam. The 24-year-old had a lackluster stint with Nice in Ligue 1, but he attracted attention once more this summer when he helped lead Denmark to the semi-finals of Euro 2020. Dolberg is now on loan with Sevilla in La Liga, but so far this season, he hasn't been able to make much of an impact. Kevin Jean Augustine. Most English football fans will be familiar with Augustine because of his brief, unimpressive stay at Leeds. But before he was left warming a bench at Elland Road, the Frenchman was predicted to rise to the top of his profession. Augustine became well known after the France U19 team won the 2016 European Championship, and the striker won both the Golden Boot and Player of the Tournament trophies. Naturally, that led to interest from other teams in the striker, who after breaking through at PSG, was unable to secure a spot in the first squad. For RB Leipzig in Germany, Augustine flourished, scoring 20 goals in 67 games. He did not, however, make the most of his loan stints at Leeds and Monaco, who refused to uphold their commitment to buy the forward after he played just 49 minutes of his 6-month championship tenure. Augustine has made a promising start to life in Switzerland with FC Basel as he seeks to rebuild his career, despite the fact that he is unlikely to achieve the heights Messi predicted for him. Scott Roberts. After being snatched from Fulham by Manchester City, many people labeled the teenager the English Messi, and it wasn't just Messi who thought Roberts would succeed. But regrettably, Roberts has been wandering aimlessly through Europe for the past few years. Roberts made an impression during his first loan outing from City, where he played for Celtic, but he was ineffective at Girona, Derby, Norwich Middlesbrough, and Tra. Sunderland, who gave the winger a career lifeline after he assisted them in gaining promotion back to the Championship last year, is where Roberts is currently employed. If the former England youth star can succeed this year and restore his reputation, that remains to be seen. Karpova, Nadezhda. Karpova was the only female player Messi predicted will become famous in 2016. After a successful run with Russian club Chertonova Moscow, Karpova earned a move to Europe a year later with Valencia, although her time in Spain was short-lived. She only scored 3 goals for the La Liga team before being loaned out to Sevilla and Espanyol, where she is still active now. The 27-year-old has been an inspiration off the field after becoming the first openly homosexual Russian national team athlete when she came out in June. Songkresan Shanathip. It could seem as though referring to someone as the time Messi is setting them up for failure. Yet Songkresan has had incredible success ever since the real Messi predicted he would become Thailand's greatest player. Songkresan led Muang Thong United to a Thai League and Thai League Cup double in his first season after joining the team, and the double victory helped set the tone for the remainder of the 28-year career. Olds. After signing the champions Kawasaki Frontale for a reputed $3.8 million, £3.25 million, price back in January, Songkresan has since made history by becoming the most expensive domestic player in J-League history. After breaking out at the New York Red Bulls in 2016, Mul drew Messi's attention. Although the 26-year-old has not had the kind of success that the PSG star may have had in mind, he has been a mainstay in the MLS. The 26-year-old winger was most productive with the Red Bulls in 2018, when he made 40 appearances and scored 4 goals across all competitions. That year, he also won the MLS Supporters' Shield. After such achievement, Mo was traded to Nashville in 2020 and is still an important member of Gary Smith's team. The Kakuta Mane. Similarly to Mo, Mane became a household name after making a strong impression in the US, but Mane's professional path has been very different from Mul's. The Gambian winger made his Vancouver Whitecaps debut as a teenager and stayed with the team until 2017 despite rumors linking him to a number of Premier League clubs, including Arsenal and Liverpool. Since that time, Mane has played briefly in Switzerland and Mexico before joining FC Cincinnati in the MLS. In the summer, the 27-year-old signed with San Antonio FC of the USL Championship. Calabria, David. Since making his senior debut in 2015, Calabria, a graduate of the AC Milan youth, has enjoyed a successful career with his boyhood club. After patiently waiting his turn, Calabria became the team's first-choice right-back, and Milan manager Stefano Pioli even selected the 26-year-old as the new captain of the team in the summer. Calabria is by far one of Messi's wisest decisions because, since Messi predicted his ascent to the top, he has made nearly 200 appearances for Milan and even helped the Italian Giants break their 11-year domestic title drought last year. In an effort to recruit the best young talent on the planet, Chelsea purchased Nathan back in 2015. The Brazilian midfielder did not succeed at Stamford Bridge, though, like so many other great talents before him. The ex-Atletico Paranaense player, now 26 years old, was loaned out to Vitesse Arnhem, a Chelsea feeder club, but it didn't result in a change in the first team in West London. After a few trips to Europe, Nathan settled in his native Brazil and had some success playing for Atlético Mineiro. He won the Brazilian title with Mineiro in 2021, and is now on loan at Fluminense. By clicking the subscribe and like buttons and spreading the word to your closest friends, you can help this channel. Many thank